here, looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Wide open receiver, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure in the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No, a little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
They certainly got that open beyond the first down marker to his receiver. But they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Wilson, a pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And he bears taking 3 touchdown lead. A nice throw on the 2nd quarterback.
Usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 10. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get off.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kirk Cousins leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Christian McCaffrey, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And there were a few facts.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Cook up the gut. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown pass. Down the field to extend their lead. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes you overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Rodgers. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the... Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because...
Got his man, and it's caught. Push it. Touchdown. DJ Moore. That's 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now Wilson on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just don't bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Flushed out right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give. This is Cook. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they will score a pick six. Fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Parker hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just Complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's